Today I'm making pizza dough. It's my first attempt. I want to make one lot of pizzas for the family and make some extra dough to freeze. So this is my recipe. This is my equipment. This is all I have. I would love to get a proper mixer with a dough hook and all of that, but this is what I have, so this is what I'm using. My Ninja. I've used it to make cakes, I've used it to make butter, so I don't know, maybe it will do. I have my ingredients ready, so I will make a go of it.
Very happy.
So this has to sit apparently for 10 minutes. Okay, so the yeast has sat for 10 minutes. Now I've increased my recipe to 4 cups of flour, but I've went back up to 1.5 cups of water. So hopefully this mixture will be right. It's all experimental. I've never made pizza dough before. I just have to see how we go. These containers, I need to square a container for this because it's too fat. I mean, my measuring cup's too fat. The container's too narrow. But anyway, let's see how I go. Tablespoon of salt. Tablespoon of sugar. No, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Two tablespoons of olive oil. Oh, no, that was 3. Originally 3. I think I'll go back to 3. I need to get more oil. Let's just do 2 for now. Garlic. Oh, that's the old garlic which I need to throw out. Garlic. Mixed herbs. And onion powder. And that is it. Put the lid on. Turn it on the wall. Turn it on. Set for the dough setting. And see how we go. Actually looking, see, it's not as runny as the first batch I did and not as dry as the second batch. I think it's probably going to be all right. Big bowl, this one will work. Will you pick it up? Maybe not. Bigger one. If you can see that, it's looking pretty good. I think. I don't know. I'm no expert. As I said, I've never done this before. I might be a bit wet still. I don't know. It's kind of got the consistency of cake mix still, not so much dough, so maybe I needed more flour. I don't know. We'll see how we go. What do you think? I have no idea. Easier if I can get rid of this thing in the middle. This is my third batch. I'm not sure about it. It might still be too wet, or it might be okay, but I'm going to go leave it to sit. I have to run back to work. I'm doing this in my lunch break, so we'll get back to this afternoon. How our bowls are going. So there's the first one. I think that's looking okay. The second one, it's a bit weird. That was the batch I did with self-raising flour and no yeast, so I don't know how that'll be. But anyway, then this is the one I did at lunchtime. That's looking really good. And this is the one I just did now. So we'll see how that one goes. So I have decanted 10 kilos of flour from packets into 8 containers, labeling most of them. This one already has a label. I ran out of labels for the last 2. I'll have to buy some more. And most of these are going in the freezer because, in case you didn't know, you must always freeze flour to kill any weevil eggs inside it. Flour always has weevil eggs in it, and if you don't freeze it, you will end up with moths in your flour. So I'm going to put as much as I can fit in the freezer. This is Day 3 of our pizza dough making adventure. This is the state of our dough. This was batch 1. That was initially too runny. This is batch 2, which has gone a bit weird. This is batch 3, which looks pretty perfect. And batch 4 is not looking too bad either. So I think it's time to start actually making pizzas for dinner. Alright, so first attempt at pizza dough. I have got the dough out on a floured surface. It was a little bit wet, so I added a bit more flour, and now I'm kneading it a little bit. It's coming up okay, still a bit sticky, but it's not too bad. Now, I don't know how much pizza this is supposed to make. Is this supposed to be for one pizza? Is it supposed to be for 2 pizzas? I don't know. But I've got a baking tray here with baking paper on it, and I'm just going to pop this on there as the base and see how we go. Oh, should I roll it first? I guess I should roll it, shouldn't I? Okay. A rolling pin, put some flour on it. Alright, let's see. We want it fairly thin, don't we? We don't want big fat pizzas. In which case, there might actually be enough here for 2. That's quite a big piece of dough actually, so I think... How thin do we want these pizzas? You like them really thin, don't you?
I do.
So I reckon there'll be enough here for 2 at least.
I think I don't want a very big one.
Well, I'm cooking it on that tray, so there's too much there for one tray.
You've got a pizza.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon that's thin enough?
Yeah, but it won't fit on the tray, obviously.
No, I'll have to cut it to size.
If you cut them to half that size, that'd be good.
Alright.
I would probably knead it and then break it into 2 lumps and make 2 separate ones with the roller.
Okay. You reckon re-knead it and then, okay.
Yep.
Well, let's try that.
And that way you get them nice and the proper shape, round shape,
Alright.
rather than tearing them in the middle.
No, I could have just cut it down with a knife, but okay.
But it would have been square, not nice and round the way it's supposed to be.
Well, it doesn't have to be round.
So you need some more flour on that surface.
Okay. Let's try rolling out the half-size one. Okay, it's starting to look like the right size. So, baking paper. Do I lift it and put it on the tray or what? Can I lift it? Or should I put it like that?
Not exactly, isn't it?
Alright, here's one. Okay. Flour. Okay, this one I might actually be able to just lift up and put straight on here. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Now it's ready for our toppings. That's probably enough pizza for dinner tonight because hubby and I won't eat it. It'll just be for the kids. So it's probably going to be enough. Now to find my toppings. 2 rolled out pizzas ready for toppings. I'm going now in search of some kind of tomato sauce of some kind. We've got actual pizza sauce. We've got pasta sauce. And if we get desperate, we've got ordinary tomato sauce. So let's see how we go. I'll start with the pizza sauce. Okay, now I'm back after having to go back to work, and now it's after work. So now I am going to spread some pizza sauce on our pizzas. How much is this on? Like that. Spread it right to the edges so that it makes it all nice and yummy. Probably needs some more, I think. It's a bit thin. I'm not sure how thick it should be, but... Okay, I guess this one has to be... Not to the edges. I definitely need more on there. Is that enough, I wonder? Probably. Okay, there's a bit left in there. Maybe enough for one more pizza in there. Okay. What comes next? Close up of the pizzas with sauce on them. So now we need to find some toppings. Time to put the cheese on. I've just grated this lovely big bowl of cheese, of Monterey Jack. Is it Monterey Jack? Monterey Jack that I got from Costco. Grated a whole big bowl of it. And so now it's time to put it on the pizzas. More at that end. I'm going to make sure there's plenty of cheese on there to make it yummy. Don't know if you can hear the plane coming over. We live near a little airport, so we get lots of light planes coming over.
I'll be back in a sec. Hey Tina, the guys coming from the guys.
Next we have our Hungarian and Tuscan salamis that we picked up on special from Hand's Factory Outlet. They will go on next. So, salami is on the pizza. What's next? To put it in the oven. Sure what temperature I should be cooking them on. So I'm going to put them on 180 because that's my go-to. And I don't know, should I check them after 15 minutes? I don't know how long they're supposed to take, but we'll check them after 15, see how they're going. For my second batch of pizzas, I found my actual round pizza trays. So I'm going to make round pizzas for tomorrow night, or leftovers, or whatever. This one's got the last of the pizza sauce on it. And this one's got pasta sauce on it, which is not quite as thick, but it will still do the job. So I know I've said that I don't like this Monterey Jack cheese for slicing for sandwiches, but it is actually very good for grating. It's very easy to grate, and it reminds me of mozzarella, which makes it good for pizza as well. So I like the soft texture of this cheese. So this is good for pizza, but not for so much for sandwiches. So this ended up being in for probably about half an hour. 15 minutes was definitely not long enough. So I think half an hour is the right length of time. They're nice and brown on top. Don't know what the dough's like yet, but they're looking cooked. So let's take them out of the oven and see what they look like. Yeah, I think they're just nicely done. Just prodding at the edge there. It feels dry enough to be considered cooked. So I think dinner for tonight's kiddos, or tonight's dinner for the kiddos, is ready. So now I'm going to call for a volunteer to cut the pizzas with my nifty Enterprise pizza cutter. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Anyway, you know the drill. My darling husband is volunteering to cut up the pizzas with our nifty Enterprise pizza cutter.
Cue the
Go ahead,
Star
Captain.
Wars theme. No. No. Okay.
How's it go again? These are the voyages. No, never mind. Second batch of pizzas are ready to go in the oven. This time I'll just cook them for half an hour. Okay, so here's the second round of pizzas, literally round. I only cooked these for 20 minutes and I think that's fine. The oven was already hot, so it didn't take as long. And I think they're just fine, so that will be for tomorrow night.